family. It is Thursday evening, and I am preparing dinner. So, what I'm preparing is a Mediterranean fish dish, and it calls for tomato and olives, but my family didn't want the tomatoes and olives in there. So, what I did was chop up some fresh onion and garlic, and chopped up some zucchini, fresh zucchini, and squash. And then I seasoned the fish with all of these things like coriander, garlic, pepper, salt, a little butter, salt, and paprika, and a tinge of Old Bay and turmeric with olive oil. And then with that, we're going to have baked potatoes. We're going to have that. And then we're going to have a nice, healthy salad. We're going to have a nice, great salad with that. Kind of like a Greek salad, but sort of, kind of. And I'm going to put some avocado in the salad. But this is the fish dish. And then, like I said, the potatoes. And that will be dinner. All right, family. I will pick you back up later. All right. So, guys, I just wanted to show you dinner tonight. Uh-oh. Here it is, the fish, and it's cod, and I got vegetables all over it, like I said, and then the baked potato right there, and then the salad. That's all dinner today. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and eat and watch a little television, and I will pick you guys back up in a bit. All right. Hey, guys, just 1 second. Sorry. Hey, guys, it is Friday. It is the 25th, I believe it is, and it's Friday afternoon. It's like uh 3 something in the afternoon, probably about 3:15. We've been up for a while. We've just been talking and reminiscing and watching some YouTube videos. We're gonna get ready probably in a bit and run out to the store. But yeah, that's all we've been doing. It's just talking and stuff. I was watching a couple of vloggers who spoke about, or podcasters that spoke about this situation with Shannon Sharpe. You know, y'all, you know, I am about the same age as him. We're about 55, 56 years old. And I would never, but I know maybe it's, I don't know, different for men. I don't see how. But a 19, 20-year, look, I'm not even talking to a 30-year-old, a 35-year-old, a 40-year-old is too young for me. Really is. Okay? In order for me to be interested, he's going to have to be 55 and above, period, and point blank. And must have some sense, okay? Must. But to be out here with a 19 and what 20-year-old girl, mm, I just I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm not judging nobody, to each their own, but I really think that it really demonstrates what we think about ourselves. Why are we out here? And it's people. It's not just him doing it. It's people that are male and female in our community that are doing things like that. So I'm not, like I said, judging anybody, but what are we doing? You know, it is let me lift this up a little bit. It is
There's too much going on in the world for us to be out here. First of all, now, I'm not saying that people of different ages cannot fall in love. But what I'm saying is that he wasn't in love, he was in lust, number one, because it wasn't just her. He had a roster of young women, okay? And somebody that is in our age group that is out here making it a habit to mess with people that are 20 and 30 years younger than them. It's just, I believe, it's my opinion, that you are looking for something that you're not going to find with this person most times, especially if you just repetitively, you'll date this one, date that one, date that. First of all, those young people haven't even found themselves yet. And I just don't agree with it. But to each his own. I'm not judging on anybody. I just think that we have to teach our also young people to be careful, to be more driven to find somebody that is evenly yoked with them. And I think a lot of younger women will get with older men because they present security, and financial stability. But then that older man is trying to form you to or bend you to his will. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to be, and then sometimes it still doesn't even work out. A lot of older men who date predominantly younger women and not their own women, their women their own age, is because they already know that older sister gonna clock that T. Okay, she not taking no nonsense. She gonna tell them about herself. She gonna read them, and it's nothing wrong with that. Why shouldn't she? She's gonna do it in an appropriate, loving manner, but she's still gonna do it. You know, and I think a lot of them want to be in control as to how the narration goes. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. Um, I just saw. That's why I say it's not only men. I just saw a video of where a black woman who was, I want to say she was in her 50s, was unalived by her young boyfriend. I think he was in his 20s. I remember a couple years ago. This was like 20. I want to say 2018 because my mom was still alive. I think it was right before my mom had passed because I had lost a lot of weight. And I know I was looking good and I was feeling myself. And my daughter and I were in the store, and it was these three young men. And one of the young men came up to me with all kind of lustful eyes and spirits, trying to get me to talking about he wanted to get to know me. Boy, I'm old enough to be your grandmother. Okay? That's why, and back then I was only 50. But still, you know what I'm saying? I am old enough to be your grandmother, your big older auntie, and even your mama. Cause my kids, the boy looked like he was no older than 25, if he was that old. My youngest baby was younger than him. I said, honey, no, thank you, baby. Mm-mm. And the way when I told the little boy that, and he said his remark was, "We can still get to know each other." Oh no, we can't. What we get to know each other on? We ain't got nothing in common to get to know each other. Okay, so you know, unless you in my therapy session and I'm your therapist, we have nothing in common at that age. Seriously, but to each his own. You know, I'm not gonna judge anyone, but it's not my cup of tea. And I think that those of us that are interested in that have to really be careful and We have to know what we're getting ourselves into. Because, like I said, often young people have not come into themselves yet. And some of them are still struggling with different things that they're going through in life. By the time you're this age, hopefully this big age that I am, you're comfortable in who you are, where you're going, what you're doing. But at that young age, they're really not. They're still developing. The frontal lobe has not fully developed until your mid 20s. So at 21, 20, 18, 19, even though they are of legal age, it's not an appropriate measure for somebody who's older to be looking at that young person as a mate. I don't think so. But like I said, to each his own. What say you? You know, some of you may feel different. You know, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. You know, it's I mean, the dating pool is got some piss in it, but I don't want no baby piss on. I just don't want it. I don't want no piss on me. Most definitely no baby piss, okay? I don't know, but you know, I guess we all have to determine what is best for us and where we want to go, and that's fine, you know. Uh, it is what it is. But I hope the brother can get himself uh, out of this situation. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm sure it's going to be through legal means, you know. And but it's just sad that it you have to lose uh that amount of money because of something that you could have changed, that you could have uh, done different, you know. But that is why life happens, and we all have to go through life, and we all will make mistakes, and we all will learn, hopefully, from our mistakes. But see, I believe in learning from other folks. I mean, I saw online that a lot of young black men were saying how they you know still think it's okay, but I don't know. To each his own. You know, they got to learn, just like we all had to learn. Yeah. So, all right, guys, I'm fin to. As you can see, I'm sweating. I'm telling you, this heat, it just ain't. It's not pretty. It's not, and it's too early, I think, to turn on the air conditioning. But you know, all right, guys, I'll pick you back up in a bit. All right, bye. Hey, y'all. Let me turn this TV down. Got it loud. It is much later. It is almost 8 o'clock, and we're cooking dinner. We decided we're gonna just have pizza, homemade pizza, and that's what we're gonna have. We got the little small flour tortilla, and we made the pizzas with that. Yeah, so that's what I am doing, and just relaxing. As you can see, yes, I am sweating again. I had cooled off really well, and then I took my hair down. I had it all tied up, and I took it down, and ooh, as soon as I took it down, I started sweating. Let me put that up there too, all of it. So yeah, but once I cool down, I feel so much more better. So we are at the fish market, uh, getting fish from the DeKalb market, and they're busy, 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 but they ain't busy as they usually be because it's Saturday evening, like about almost 7 o'clock, so they'll be closing soon. But yeah, they have. We're waiting on our fish. I got some buffalo for myself, and my daughter hasn't decided yet what she wants. So we'll see. I'll pick you guys back up. No, they're cutting it. I thought they had called him over. No, he's calling that other man. Oh. They cutting it and cleaning it.